right, after 2 weeks of no new character, we have a new character coming to the game. And it's not just a new character, he's the first of a new faction, a new squad, really, not a new faction, but a new squad of dark side clone troopers, which will basically all be lifters for Lord Vader. So you're not going to need Maul anymore, you're going to have these 4 new clone troopers to be a lifter for Lord Vader. In addition, they are going to serve as a pretty solid squad under a new reworked Tarkin team. So, if you want more information, I already did the developer's insights on this guy. If you saw that and chose to skip it to come straight to this kit reveal, hey, don't blame you. Kit reveal is more exciting. And so, yeah, with that, let's just get into it. Alright, so starting off, we have Imperial March. How generic. Imperial March. So he shoots, and then he tells this clone to fire some more. Clone Sergeant. That's kind of weird. Final text. Deal physical damage to target enemy and grant defense penetration up for 2 turns to the strongest ally that didn't already have it. During Appo's turn, call all other attacker allies with defense penetration up to assist. Oh, so it doesn't really matter if they're light side or dark side or whatever, as long as they're just attackers, then they will come assist? Nightfall. Cooldown of 4. Okay, Nightfall is just shooting at a probe droid. Final text. Dispel all buffs on all enemies. Deal physical damage to target enemy and stun them for 1 turn. Then call a random dark side clone trooper support ally to assist. The ally that assists stealths at the end of Appo's turn of 1 turn. What? Stealths at the end of Appo's turn of 1 turn. What does that even mean? Appo and Nightfall Trooper gain critical damage up for 2 turns. What? There's a lot of stuff that they're talking about here that we don't have yet. We don't have Nightfall Trooper. Also, they chose to put him with Clone Sergeant, who is light side, so he's not going to assist. Like it says, dark side clone trooper support to assist. So this is kind of a dumb animation. They should have had somebody that actually would assist him. Special 2, no witnesses. Cooldown 4 as well as the other move, but this one has a Zeta. So he kind of just lights him up, I suppose. Deal physical damage and trigger all stacks of damage over time on all enemies. Nightfall Trooper assists and gains advantage for 2 turns. If Lord Vader is in the allied... What is in allied the leader slot? And the target enemy has 8 or more stacks of damage over time, inflict Order 66 on the target enemy for 2 turns, which can't be copied, dispelled, evaded, or resisted. What does Order 66 do? It says that you are now immune to buffs and can't be revived if defeated. Ooh! That's some bullshit. That would be great against Night Sisters. I mean, I'm sure this team is going to be way better than wasting them against Night Sisters, but oh, sometimes those broads are a pain in the cock. Being able to do this and they can't revive? There you go. See ya. You ain't coming back, bitch. I wonder if that would work on, like, the zombie, because the zombie comes back continuously as long as there's other Night Sisters. But if it had this, I wonder if it would. I mean, technically, that version of the zombie would die, but the zombies keep coming back because it's supposed to be like other zombies are rising. So I don't know. It might work, it might not. Anyways, that was Special 2. So now Unique 1, Vader's Fist. This has a Zeta and an Omicron. Final text. Dark side clone trooper allies gain 5 speed for each enemy, excluding summons, at the start of battle. Doubled for each Jedi and light side unaligned Force user enemy. And if all allies are Empire, summon a Nightfall Trooper into the ally slot. So that's what the Nightfall Trooper is. It's just a summon. While an allied Nightfall Trooper is active, Appo has plus 50% offense. Whenever an enemy is defeated, reduce the cooldown of no witnesses by 1. At the start of his turn, Appo dispels Foresight on all enemies. Enemies who had Foresight dispelled this way are exposed for 2 turns. So basically the exact opposite. At the start of the encounter, if the ally in the leader slot is Lord Vader, and all other allies are dark side clone troopers, and there are no enemy galactic legends, Appo gains Coruscant Commander until the first time he is defeated until the end of battle. That's a weird stipulation right there. And there are no enemy galactic legends. I mean, they want you to have Lord Vader, who is a GL, and they think you're going to waste them against just a normal team that's not a GL. I feel like the only time that this might happen is like in Grand Arena or something, where you have some kind of a pain in the cock triple Omicron team and you're stuck behind it, so you're throwing a GL at it to kind of get that advantage. That's weird. If the ally in the leader slot is Lord Vader and all other allies are dark side clone troopers, I'm assuming this might be what Coruscant Commander does. At the start of battle, Appo recovers 100% health and protection. At the start of encounter, allied Lord Vader and dark side clone troopers gain dramatic entrance for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled. Appo gains 3 stacks of Operation Nightfall, which can't be dispelled or prevented. And then the Omicron. Territory battles. At the start of battle, Appo gains 50% max health, max protection, and tenacity. At the start of an encounter, what's the difference? The start of battle and start of encounter? Or inflict Order 66 on all enemies for 2 turns, which can't be copied, dispelled, evaded, or resisted. Whenever Appo scores a critical hit, he gains 25% offense, stacking for the rest of the encounter. Whenever Nightfall Trooper is defeated, inflict Death Mark on the strongest enemy for 1 turn. At the start of his turn, if an enemy is disarmed, inflict 2 stacks of damage over time on all enemies for 1 turn. While Appo has dramatic entrance, whenever he deals damage to target enemy, they are stunned for 1 turn, which can't be evaded or resisted. Wow. And here's the Coruscant Commander. It wasn't the other thing that I said. It says, this character can't be defeated if there is an active allied Lord Vader. Wait a minute, so that means they kind of work in tandem. Because I heard that the other thing was true too. Lord Vader can't be defeated if Appo's alive. Now it says Appo can't be defeated if Lord Vader's alive. What? Operation Nightfall. When Nightfall Trooper is defeated, remove 1 stack of Operation Nightfall from Appo and summon a Nightfall Trooper. Oh, so another one comes right back. Okay. Design note. Dramatic entrance. Plus 25% offense. Deal bonus true damage equal to 10% of the target's max health, which can't be evaded. Gain 20% turn meter and dramatic entrance for 2 turns if this unit defeats an enemy. Okay, what's this design note for? I thought it was gonna like try to correct something, but okay. Oh, and now we have to have a kit for the summon thing, kind of like they probably did under Mon Mothma with her summon. So, Nightfall Trooper, summoned unit. Final text, basic Imperial March. Deal physical damage to target enemy and grant defense penetration up to the strongest ally that didn't already have it for 2 turns. During Nightfall Trooper's turn, call all other attacker allies with defense penetration up to assist. Defender of the Empire. Call a random Darkside Clone Trooper support ally to assist and they stealth for 1 turn. Then deal physical damage to target enemy. Appo and Nightfall Trooper gain advantage for 1 turn. You know, all this stuff with the Nightfall Trooper is kind of weird. Like, Nightfall Trooper is a summon, and they're giving Appo so much synergy with him. It's kind of goofy. Like, normally summons don't matter. They're supposed to be like the target that you go after instead of your core team. And like, this one is just synergy central for the summon. They're treating him like he's a real character, real member of the team, not just a summon. It's kind of goofy. Anyways, though, unique. Battalion Brothers. Whenever Nightfall Trooper, uses an ability, he gains 20% offense stacking. Doubled if he scores a hit. Never mind, I said C about Nightfall Trooper, but yeah, this is the Nightfall Trooper kit reveal, so never mind. While in territory battles and the Omicron upgrade to Appo's Vader's Fist unique ability is applied, that means he gets a bonus on the Omicron, so in a way, the summon has an Omicron. It's kind of goofy. But Appo gains an additional 3 stacks of Operation Nightfall, which can't be dispelled or prevented. And that is the stacks of his life, basically, like the B1 situation, right? So instead of having only 3, you have 6 now? Ugh, that's kind of a pain in the cock. This unit's stats scale with the summoner stats. Yep, per usual. This unit can only be summoned to the ally slot if it's available. This unit can't be summoned in certain raids. Oh, weird. This unit can't be revived. If an effect counts defeated units, this unit doesn't count. When there are no other allied combatants, this unit escapes from battle. A unit can't be revived if this summoned unit exists in their slot. I mean, that's all basic information. That's, you know, that's kind of obvious from forever. We always know that you can't revive a character if you have something in the slot. Just because it's a summon doesn't mean that it's, you know, not in the way. Anyways, I think it's community comments now. I like the new clones. I likes the new clones. Loving the kid, honestly, it is looking really promising for the new clones. Looking forward to the rest of them now. Thank you. This is where the fun begins. I'm sorry, sir. It's time for you to leave. Hey, dickhead. I think you forgot about his arrow on his helmet. Does the Nightfall Era battle run twice every other week? While we release Darkside clones, and then once every other week for a short while after that. So this person says, does this mean that the Darkside clones won't be required for the Era battle, or will the first run not occur until after Clone Trooper number 4 is released? Will the requirement and reward structure of the Era battle be similar to Duel of Fates and Paradia Patrol? Hey, that's what I was talking about, those assault battles. I just couldn't remember what they were called, so I said the characters instead. Please tell me that the Nightfall Trooper is not just a Control-C and Control-V of the Clone Sergeant. You cannot be this mother effing lazy. I don't think it is, because in that one move up top that said call all Darkside clone troopers to assist, and he wasn't going, I said, that's stupid. You should have put an actual Darkside clone trooper. Like, this is a ripoff. I think if it was a copy-paste situation, he would have been assisting. Because even though he looks like Clone Sergeant, he would have secretly been Nightfall Trooper. So I don't think that's the case. But if it is, wow, that is garbage. I'm going to have to disagree with the justification for not giving Appo the 501st tag. So what if he doesn't have good synergy? There are tons of older characters with tags that they'll never make use of, and tags that represent lore as well as gameplay mechanics. I mean, you got a point. It's not supposed to be just for synergy, it's supposed to be for what they are. Okay, they're a character that used to be a leader, they're a Jedi, they were a smuggler, they were this, they were that. So I feel you. That wasn't added until the Clone Wars show when he was a sergeant. In the movie, he was initially just a normal-looking 501st trooper and given the rank of commander. In the comics, in the following years, when he worked under Darth Vader, he had a left shoulder pauldron and had the normal commander gear like a bandolier and twin holsters like a few commanders wore. Then they made Clone Wars, and George didn't like that there were so many A names, so he made Rex instead of using Appo or Alpha as the clone leader of the 501st. Was it George? I'm pretty sure that was Dave Filoni that did Clone Wars show, no? All you gotta do is meet me at the Appo. Okay. Anyhow, there it is. Kit reveal for this guy. The whole time I was reading this, it sounds like there's a lot going on. There really is. A lot of synergies with the summon, decent synergies with like Lord Vader and stuff. And I'm thinking, geez, imagine they do this for all the clones. They're gonna be like a super ridiculous team. I mean, maybe they're only hooking up Apple and the rest will be super basic. But if everybody has mechanics like this, overall they're gonna be a pain in the cock team. There's so much going on with Apple, and if the other three are like this, whew. Anyhow, I guess that's all I got. So thanks for checking this one out with me. I did already do the developers' insights, so if you haven't seen it, go take a look at it. If you have, cool, never mind. And yeah, until whatever comes next, I said see ya.